Oh, my legs are like, I'm sure they'll loosen up.
No, they better loosen up because they're going to be tightening up. We're heading up Wildcat, so this is the final.
Yeah. We've done this before today, remember?
I know. I do. Crossed the river and walked on down.
Over the river and through the...
Working our way up the Wildcats. And we've been hearing this banging. There's construction down there. I don't know what they're building. But then you've got the big whites that we hit the other day. I think Washington's off to the right. But we'll get a better view in a little bit. This is apparently the steepest mile on the AT. Mahoosuc Notch, I thought was, but they'll rival each other. It's a mile of up, and then it'll level off the ridge a little bit from D over to A as far as the Wildcats. Then it'll drop down to Carter Notch. So, got a little ways to go. At the top of Wildcat D, and we get a nice view over to Mount Washington. And then Madison and Jefferson and all those guys. Nice. And now work our way over to Wildcat. Beautiful view. Woo. I'm gonna go up over this. I think that's Carter's over right across the way. So, drop down into the notch and climb right up those, and camp somewhere over there. Got a ways to go, but it's either up or down here. That's kind of what we're learning. I'll grab my poles and back on the trail. So I made it to Carter Dome. This is the top. It says 0.0 miles to get to it. Yeah, this has been a day of real struggle. Yeah, I'm fading with energy right now, and it's kind of one of those things where it's not time to give up, but it's certainly just a mental strain. Physically, mentally, just exhausting today. And I still have quite a few miles to go to get to the campsite. So I will continue to plug along, but I just, yeah, there's just, the climbs have been pretty crazy. And actually, I think this is Carter Dome. Rainbow Rivers, yeah, there's right here. The marker right there at the back. Whew, there's me. Imp Campsite is 6 miles. And I just did 1.2 miles in like, I don't know, it felt like an hour. So Gonna continue to plug along and hopefully make it there before dark. I'm just, yeah, it's just a rough one right now. So anyhow, let's see what happens, see if there's any views. A little bit. I don't know what mountain that is, honestly. I think I'm going down a range behind here somewhere. And then that might be through the woods. I don't know if you can see it off in the distance. That might be Gorham, Berlin. But I don't know. Let's see what happens when we get closer. Just got to the top of Mount Height. Appalachian Trail goes that way, where that gentleman is going. And in the background, you can see a great view of the presidential starting from the left all the way up over Mount Washington. I think that's Jefferson, Adams, Madison, and then it kind of tapers off. And then this, the dark green right in front of us, that's the rest of the Carters, and then Moriah. So somewhere in there is where I'm sleeping tonight. I want to say it's about 4.5 miles, so I got to just hang in for a little bit, see where it takes us. But I know I'm going down quite a steep descent for a little while. So anyhow, I'll catch up. I think this is Middle Carter, but I'm gonna turn around. You guys get a better view of the Prezzies. Let's do that again. Sorry, that was fast. Prezzies. And then I think that's the main mountains way over there, the smaller ones right next to us. That might be North Carter. And then a descent down to Sleepy Town. I think I just went over North Carter. It was nothing special without a view. So on down to the campsite. About 1.5 miles to go. It's all downhill. And I should get there before 7, which is always my goal. So here we go. Sorry, I'm eating some M&Ms. Got to the Imp Campground. Found a spot in the shelter. It's been thundering all day and it just started raining, so we were in for a wet one tonight. And then tomorrow morning we'll do 9 miles out back to Gorham over Moriah. So that ends whatever this day is.